that rise up against thee. I hate them with perfect hatred. I count them mine enemies.
Rip from my womb, been feeling the pain. Gift was the doom, you feeling the same. Trap on my mind, shit on my brain. Crack in the line, nigga born in the game. Check the timeline, I was clocking the games. Sipping fine wine, ain't stopping me, man. Put the shit down, now I work for the Lord. Deep in the war with the one best boys. Beats in my face, bitch, come test me. Way too late, you how it bless me. Ain't no hesitate, bitch, come at me. Sword on my waist, bitch, don't catch heat. Carnivore, nigga, meat in these teeth. Dinosaur, nigga, roll in these streets. Crack me in the figure four till he squeaks. Soldier won't let him go as he leaks. Redneck in the truck on my block. Give y'all a look, the lost private stock. Just to shut them up, neck on pop. Can't wait to wear them up, give the all the pops. Can't wait to fuck them up, make the bullshit stop. Once you pop one, you just can't stop. 7, 8, 9, stack them to the top. It's not a pop gun, this bitch go blah!
You know what the problem with white people is? You don't respect anybody's humanity except for your own. You don't respect anybody's pain except for your own. You expect Jewish people to hate Hitler and to hate the Nazis, but you can't understand why we should hate you. You can't understand that because you're not human.
I hate you with perfect hatred. And I can't let you make it. I hate you with perfect hatred. And I can't let you make it. Dirty German Shepherd just looking at me. Wonder what the motherfucking problem could be. She don't want no motherfucking problem with me. She just go in motherfucking horribly. Look her in the eyes, but respect my grill. Your presence in my face rejects my chill. Your presence in this place neglects the feel. The sharpness of my blade, lovely cold steel. The warmth of the blood dripping on my fist. The feel of the gut squishing on my wrist. Shout out to Karen, you ugly bitch. Please go get Darren so his wig's fitted. From 2 slugs, from my bitch, now that's brute love. In this bitch, we one dub. In this bitch, you shoot them slugs. And this bitch, hold up, let me catch my breath. Just pray to the Lord for that whole death. Just pray to my God till ain't nothing left. What I read in the sword make that whole melt. What I read in the sword, the earth felt. Kids of the Lord come back to self. Only task for the boy, maintain self. Only task for us all, play the hand as still.
Shalom, Israel. We're the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. Start out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under the great commanding General YAHANNA. Today is Tuesday, Brotherhood class. I'm Officer DeWar. To my left is Precinct Officer Kamayala. Tonight, we're going to get into something heavy, because we all see what's going on in the news. We all see what's happening. Right. But we all don't understand why it's happening and what's fueling it to happen. If I could, let me get the book of John, chapter 15, verse 12. Baba Kasha. Because these capital riots, the oppressor is showing their brotherhood with each other. We got to start to learn that we aren't showing brotherhood to one another. And here in the I.S.U.P.K, that's all we do is show brotherhood to one another. But when I say we, I'm talking about all of Israel that's not within this body. We have to recognize that we are all we got. And we got to recognize that there are things that are worth living and dying for. When you got that for me, read that if you could. Baba Kasha.
This is the book of John, chapter 15, verse 12. This is my commandment, that ye love one another, as I have loved you.
This is a commandment. This is Christ speaking. He's commanding us to love one another. That one another isn't everybody. That one another is loving blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Loving your brother. Keep going,
Come. Greater love hath no man than this.
Greater love have no man than this.
That a man lay down his life for his friends.
That a man lay down his life for his friends. Them oppressors that ran up in that Capitol building, they was ready to lay down their life. They may not have been expecting to have to, but they was ready
Right.
to.
Right.
They went in there ready. So, you know, somebody go down. They keep moving. You know,
Right.
they showing brotherhood. They laying down their life for one another. But what do? We as a people, we don't regard one another's life. We'll pull out our phones before and watch the police beat up our elderly. These oppressors ran up in the Capitol building, ran up to overthrow the government. Let's be clear on what's happening around you.
Right.
They ran in there to overthrow the government. They're exercising their so-called constitutional rights. They said when the federal government got too much power, that's when they take into their own hands. You know what I'm saying? That's what they talk about, their Second Amendment rights, their right to bear arms. They was bearing their arms too. They came in there with they had bombs and they had guns, bombs, knives, stun guns, tasers. They had the whole Batman utility belt. They ran in there. They coming with theirs.
Yeah.
Hey, Slocky, go. You had something, please?
You know what I'm saying? Which you on point with it, cause you know what I mean. They didn't go and riot the Capitol because of wrongful death or because somebody lost their life. You know what I'm saying? They went to the Capitol because they felt like, you know what I'm saying, they didn't get enough respect. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and if I may, they felt like their country was getting turned over to the people that they hate.
Right.
They felt like, you know, we know that we don't vote for neither one of them devils.
Right.
We don't vote for no devil. No devil is better than another devil to us. They are all equally devilish.
Right.
And we never gonna choose them here in the I.S.U.P.K. But they thought, they was like, this nigga Biden, damn, he said if you ain't black, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. That's all they had to hear. Oh, he with them.
Yeah,
He with
right.
them.
Right.
He ain't Trump. He ain't grabbing them by the box and you know what I'm saying? And he ain't moving like Trump is.
Right. Right. And then he had you know what I'm saying? He had a lot of history, you know what I'm saying, of not caring about, you know what I'm saying, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you know what I'm saying? And Trump, you know what I mean, that's how he got there.
Right.
Because he had no love for the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you know what I'm saying? America had a chance to show their true colors with Trump. They had a chance to do all caring, you know what I'm saying? You know, poolside patty, barbecue, billy. You know, all these started coming out the woodwork because of Trump, man. You know what I'm saying? They've been out the woodwork, but it was on it's on a wider scale. It's more popular now for a white man to say, man, what you doing over here?
Right.
This ain't your neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Obama ain't in the office no more, nigga. That's what they want to say. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Well, they don't even realize Obama ain't our brother either. You know what I'm saying?
Man, and if I may, that's what you bringing out is so heavy
Right.
because Obama passed legislation. If I could, let me send you this article, Baba Kasha, because Obama, they failed to realize that Obama passed a law that they could detain people indefinitely without a trial if they was deemed a domestic terrorist.
Right.
But what these oppressors is doing is literally domestic terrorism.
Right.
But they ain't utilizing that law.
Right.
They ain't utilizing that.
Yeah, it's a lot they looking over, and they got a lot of hatred for us and compassion for their people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like if you raise a certain kind of animal, you know what I'm saying? It might be a lion. You raise lions and teach them how to do whatever they do in the zoo and all that, right? You might be more comfortable with this lion, you know what I'm saying, than you is with this alligator. You know what I'm saying? Both of them will kill you, you know what I mean? But so, you know what I mean? It's like, I mean, they blind, you know what I'm saying? They deaf at us, like you said. Like, they don't even know how much pain they put on, you know what I'm saying? Us, but to them, they together. They together.
They with each other.
And they care about each other pain. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? They love Trump.
Right. And that woman who got shot in the neck, they calling her a martyr.
Yeah.
They saying she done died for the cause.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like they regarding her as in high esteem. This woman is a domestic terrorist
Right.
that tried to overthrow the government.
Right.
But they not painting her like that. They paint her as a freedom fighter.
Nobody was called thugs.
Right, yeah, right. Nobody
you know
called
what I'm saying?
her.
Nobody was called, you know what I'm saying, predators and, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I can only imagine if that riot had something to do with the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man, how many people would have died, and you know what I'm saying?
Oh, right, yeah. If we would have ran up in there, they would have started off with deadly force.
Right.
They wouldn't have.
Right.
They wouldn't have went through
Right.
no. There wouldn't have been no running. They'd have been fine everything. What would have happened was they'd have already had the National Guard there.
They're already.
They would have already, because this was planned. They
Yeah.
had the FBI.
Right.
They heard
Right.
rumors. They know it's planned. They just planned. Everybody already knows they got something else in the works. They
Yeah.
saying on the 16th we finna do it again.
Yeah, if that was the brothers, we would have knew off top that they ain't finna play with us out here, man. Cause we the same dogs and tanks and
All right.
and helicopters hovering above, and you know what I'm saying. They would have made all kind of preparations for us to come down there and do the wrong thing if you want to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Cross the wrong perimeter if you want to.
Right.
You know, I know you're gonna bring some out because I don't want to
No,
jump
no,
ahead.
do
of
your
you,
thing,
but
Prince.
no, bring out what you got.
All right. You got what I sent you out? Hey, go ahead and read that one.
This is from ACLU.org. President Obama signs indefinite detention bill into law. December.
President Obama signs indefinite detention bill into law. So let me just let you know what this title is saying. They can hold you as long as they want. That's what indefinite means.
Right.
Indefinite detention means you have been detained.
Right.
They taking you against your will and holding you for as long as they want.
Right.
Go ahead, Doc.
Okay. December 31st, 2011.
Now this is from 2011, so this ain't new. They know about these laws and legislation. Go ahead.
Washington. President Obama signed the National Defense Authorization Act, NDAA, into law today. The statute contains a sweeping worldwide indefinite detention provision. While President Obama issued a signing statement saying he had serious reservations about the provisions, the statement only applies to how his administration would use the authorities granted by NDAA and would not affect how the law is interpreted by subsequent administrations. The White House had threatened to veto an earlier version of the NDAA, but reversed course shortly before Congress voted on that final bill. President Obama's action today is a blight on his legacy because he will forever be known as the president who signed indefinite detention without charge or trial into law. Said,
Slaki, hold on, right to that point right there real quick. It says without charge or trial. So this is pre-charges coming up, pre-trial. They can hold you indefinitely for as long as they deem necessary. And it says how in subsequent administrations, that's what's going on right now. We are under subsequent administrations. The Trump administration is a subsequent administration. The Biden administration, if to come, is a subsequent administration. So these administrations can utilize this same bill and act too.
Right.
said Anthony D. Romero, ACLU Executive Director. The statute is particularly dangerous because it has no temporal or geographic limitations. It can be used by this and future presidents to military detain people captured far from any battlefield.
You know what Capitol Hill is? Capitol Hill is far from any battlefield.
Right.
That's far from a battlefield. But did you hear them bring this up at all? Did you hear them say they was detaining anybody indefinitely? Did you hear them say that they snatch people up and say that they was going to detain them without trial or without charges and have no clear-cut time when they propose to release them? You don't hear that because this bill was passed so that they could detain you, black man, Hispanic man, Native American man.
Right.
They detaining the kids in the hood that got dropped off them crates with them guns.
Right.
You're the one that's deemed a domestic terrorist.
Right.
They can run up and try to overthrow the government and not be called domestic terrorists, but you in the hood selling the drugs that they gave you with the weapons that they gave you is a domestic terrorist.
Right. And it's a lot, if I may.
Go ahead, please.
They'll label us terrorists just out to vandalizing some buildings or whatever. None of that makes sense, you know what I'm saying? But after you've been on the oppression for so long, you know what I'm saying, no telling what you would do, you know what I'm saying, if you're not under the reigns of the Lord, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
But, go ahead, sister.
Oh, yeah. Give it a mic, huh?
If you get into an argument with somebody and you say, "Bitch, I'll kill you," they call that now a terroristic threat.
Right.
And give the sister a hand.
Yeah.
Right. Anything you do, anything we do is terroristic.
Right.
We terroristic.
Right.
These goddamn oppressors, they could run up and try to overthrow the government, and they just freedom fighters.
Right. Right.
They
Right.
damn freedom fighters.
Right.
But you a terrorist. Go ahead. Any more on that?
The rest of the paragraph.
And it's crazy how
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, Trump's supposed to be in jail right now, man.
Right.
Trump's supposed to be locked up in jail right now for causing 5 murders to happen. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
5 murders.
They could detain him if they wanted to.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Indefinitely, but they're not gonna use that on him.
Yeah. Because they don't do them a pardon, right? You know what I'm saying? But you know, in order for them to bring them other people that they wasn't got the dude that was toting a little thing that the woman was speaking on. They wasn't got him.
We finna bring that out right now.
Yeah,
right.
oh, yeah, most time,
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
Go to that AP News article if you could, Baba Kashah.
Okay.
And then if I could, Quinaz, he outside? No sweat. Just go ahead. Bring that up. Because what you bringing out is heavy, priest. They walking around in full tactical gear.
Right.
Like they in that, like, you know what I'm saying? Looking,
Like somebody called them there.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
they did get called. They got called by Trump.
Yeah, right. Oh, man, I don't want to jump ahead and they preach on thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, cause I don't know if you got this in there, but they caught up with one of the devils and his grandma was there. And his grandma said, "Well, how you go to jail? Trump invited him to the Capitol."
Damn.
He was invited to the Capitol.
They
You
call
know what I'm saying?
Right,
She
they-
got a good lawyer already talking
Right.
to her. She just, you know what I'm saying, already about it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
She
right.
already on she with it. Nah,
Right.
he was invited there.
Right. How you
You
gonna
know
put
what
that
I'm
on
saying?
us?
Yeah.
When the president
You know
told
what
us
I'm
to come and do
The
this.
president told us we finna walk down the street to this Capitol. You know what I'm saying?
And if I may, so that's such a heavy point because that's how much brotherhood they got. They
Right.
going off the strength of him just saying it. Like they rap like we go out and prophesy to the wind every week, and we wake up the dead, and we come to talk to our brothers. But how many of them fight us for little things like eating a pork chop or smoking a blunt?
Right.
They ready to die just off the strength that they brother told them. Man, they trying to
Right.
they do it. This ain't us. This them. They working with them. He with them other people that y'all hate.
Right.
Meanwhile, both of them hate us.
Right.
All of them hate Israel. They all hate you. Don't think that Joe Biden give a damn about you or Kamala
Right.
Harris. Don't think that they out there for you. They
Right.
they hate you. But they just off the strength that them other devils think that they siding with you. They'll go to war with them. They'll go to war with them off the strength just because they trying to be subtle and get you to vote and get you to think that they on your side.
And then I don't get why, you know what I'm saying, people being in such a uproar about voting anyway. I never seen nobody say, "Man, I'm so glad I voted for that nigga, man. We ain't got to worry about nothing no more." I never seen nobody happy after they voted for their candidate and their candidate won. And now we got it like this.
Right.
Ever, not even Obama, man. You know what I'm saying? Obama ain't do nothing for nobody but his kind and his people, man.
Right, he ain't do nothing
know
for
what I'm
gay,
saying?
nothing for gay people.
Nothing but for gay people,
That's
man.
what, that's
you know
what
what I'm saying?
for.
He just empowered the Rainbow Coalition a little more than what they was already. You know what I'm saying? Now, I got to worry about if it's a grown man in the bathroom, my little sister go in the bathroom.
Right.
Because he's a teenage girl now. This nigga 45, but he's a teenage girl now in the bathroom.
Don't call me 45. I'm
Yeah.
15 now.
Right.
Right. Damn.
Right, he'll get his teenage ass whooped if I catch him in the bathroom,
Hey,
you know what I'm saying, with my, you know what I'm saying, with
Right.
the sisters, you know what I'm saying, Salaki.
Man,
But
you-
nah,
that's
they not-
heavy.
you
That's
know what
heavy
I
what you
mean?
bringing out, Priest, because that's
Yeah.
exactly what Obama did.
That's exactly
he didn't
what he
cause
did.
nothing but mass confusion. He didn't look. Now you ain't got to be you ain't got to be 45. You could be 15. You ain't got to
Right.
be a man. You could be a woman.
Right.
You ain't got to be black. You could be white now.
Right.
They got trans race now.
Right.
They had. I seen an article that says the first transracial man. He looked like Buddy from the Dave Chappelle show, who he used to be, the little white newscaster. He just put some little powder on his face and a wig and popped out and said, "I'm white now."
Right,
You ain't gonna tell me that I'm not white.
right.
Come on,
Right,
man.
in the kingdom ain't gonna be nothing in the kingdom. I don't even want no transmissions in the kingdom. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? We ain't gonna need, you know what I mean?
All right, we riding chariots.
Niggas over here. For real, for real.
You got that article out? Go ahead.
This is from apnews.com. Man ID'd as Speaker's office invader appears before judge. The man identified as the rioter photographed sitting in the House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's office chair during last week's Capitol insurrection made his initial federal court appearance Tuesday.
This article is from today. This is Tuesday. This Tuesday. This the same man that this brother was bringing out earlier. Kick back in the chair. He in the chair. That's how they doing. They first off, like you said, they still calling him a man. We ain't heard no word terrorist. Yeah, we haven't heard nothing about this brother. Like they ain't defaming him in no way yet. No way. He's just a man in the chair right now. Man in the chair in this chair. Go ahead.
Richard Barnett, 60, of Gravett,
I ain't never seen a 60-year-old man in a riot and say, man, we can go down here and tear this shit up now. Right. You know what I'm saying? So like, we can go and tear it down now. Right. 60. Well, he had so much love in his heart for Trump, for his brother. Right. He gonna come on out tonight. You know what I'm saying? He gonna put the little finger on the knee. Right. You know what I'm saying? He gonna take an extra by that tip. What you got? Like, go ahead.
Colonel Khan.
If I may too, that's so heavy a point because this brother, first of all, this heathen, this oppressor, this devil is 60 years old. We got our strongest kids on the block killing each other for the oppressor. Right. When you gonna care about your brother enough? Right. That brother that you killing, the ops, he in the same position you in. He trying to come up. He trying to get off the block. He trying to escape. Well, even we obviously know, it could be just a cable or something.
I think that's it. Y'all can hear it good?
It's back. Okay, yeah, that sounds a little. All right, I think it's back working. All right,
All
but,
right, Most High.
yeah, Most High in Christ. And we didn't. It's Salaki for all the tardiness and the technical difficulties, because the oppressor is the damn devil.
Right.
So you know, we gonna keep it rolling though.
Right.
Go ahead. You was reading that?
Con. Richard Bar-
Sluggy. Starting from the top.
Yeah, Baba Shah.
Come on.
I think it was decent. What you trying to rig it? Okay.
Fayetteville, Arkansas. AP. The man identified as the rioter photographed sitting in the House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's office chair during last week's Capitol insurrection made his initial federal court appearance Tuesday. Richard Barnett, 60, of Gravett, Arkansas, appeared before U.S. Magistrate Judge Aaron Wiedemann in Fayetteville, Arkansas, to hear the charges against him. To hear the charges against him. Among them is a charge that he unlawfully entered a restricted area with a lethal weapon. In this case, a stun gun.
All right. So this is the first charge they bringing up. They say he unlawfully entered a restricted area with a lethal. They ain't say that.
Right.
They ain't
They
say
it's the capital.
Right. They
ain't say we got. So like, go ahead.
No, right. You right, Pre. They ain't even mentioning the fact that it's a government building.
Right.
You can't take a damn bubble gum out of Arab corner store without being a terrorist. But he unlawfully entered a restricted building with a lethal weapon. In this case, a stun gun.
Right.
They ain't even like he ain't got nothing major. They said he had a stun gun.
A stun gun.
Go ahead, I keep going.
Barnett also is charged with disorderly conduct.
Disorderly conduct. Damn, like the brothers selling loose squares out there getting more than disorderly conduct.
Right.
The brother we just seen. We just seen yesterday.
The brother got the CDs.
The brother with the loose squares and CDs getting killed. They getting killed on the block.
Right. Sister getting killed because she knows she getting pulled over unlawfully.
Right.
She knows she hadn't did anything wrong. And she, you know what I'm saying? She's not even here. You know what I mean? Dead. Right. But what they really doing is they trying to simplify it as much as they can. He entered a restricted area with an unlawful weapon.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
They trying to reduce it.
As if it could have been by mistake or something.
Right.
Like he ain't put that weapon on him and say, I'm finna go down on you, you know what I'm saying?
Right, and that's heavy that what this priest bringing out. He ain't have no intent to kill. He ain't have no intent to do harm.
Right.
He just entered an area with a weapon.
Right.
A stun gun.
Right. Oh, that's just a stun gun.
Yeah.
But they killing niggas with stun gun. They, you know what I'm saying? What was that? They hit the brother about 23 something times. Put him in a coma or something. He said he don't even remember. They got recorded it. You know what I'm saying? A stun gun can kill you just like anything else. Right. But what we saying is, look how they try to sugarcoat it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They sugarcoating terrorists.
Right.
To make them seem as if it's just a normal guy. He walked into the restricted area.
Right, exactly.
You know what I mean?
He just stumbled into a restricted. He had a lethal weapon, but it was a stun gun.
It was a stun gun. You hear me?
Just a little disorderly behavior. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't just smashing that oppressor, and they heard the heave ho. They was crushing the damn police oppressor to death.
Right.
They said disorderly conduct. Read it again, Baba Kashan.
Con. Barnett, all,
Nah, go ahead from where you at.
Barnett also is charged with disorderly conduct and theft of public property.
They didn't hit him with a little, hey,
Theft of public property. That's
right,
burglary.
right. He done took something off the desk. They say he just got a little theft, little
No,
disorderly
that nigga
conduct.
took the desk.
He took the desk.
Ain't that's the one with the head. He took the podium, walk out with the podium. This nigga took the thing that the woman was standing on and be like, "Hey, America, how you doing today?"
Damn.
He took that. You know what I'm saying? Theft.
God
Nigga, that's
damn.
burglary.
Right, they just had right.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Art.
Lucky if I may, sir. I'm not sure 100%, but these don't even sound like felonies to me.
Right.
I don't even know.
But they in the
Right.
federal court.
They hit him with
Coming
some
on
misdemeanor
federal
charges.
property. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? Come on, man.
Right. Damn, that's heavy. Like, go
That's
ahead.
crazy.
Let alone, right. He said they don't even sound like felony charges. They
Yeah.
damn sure don't sound like no terroristic threats like the sister brought
Right,
out.
right,
They far
right.
from terroristic threats.
Right.
But they running into the Capitol building where the electoral votes was being held, where government officials is at, with lethal weapons, with a damn gallows in the front to hang them. They
Right.
had zip ties, they got weapons, they got bombs, but they doing disorderly conduct. They hit them with some disorderly conduct. That's because this even the oppressors against this man is showing him brotherhood.
Right. Even the one that they ain't even saying it like they mad at the
They ain't even mad.
at
They
him.
not. They don't. They
He
ain't
came in the area with a restricted weapon.
All right. He just had a
Give him
little.
a break, okay? I'm
Right.
surprised they ain't put that in the report. Give
Right.
him a break.
Yeah, they might as well throw that in
Yeah.
there. Right. Just go ahead and let him
Yeah.
loose. Right. They didn't. First of all, we know they could have detained him indefinitely.
Right,
They could have did that without charge, without trial.
right.
But they just hit him with some
No.
little minor charges.
If I may,
Go ahead, priest.
they had to find him and give him them charges.
Right. Right.
As if we, a black, Hispanic, and Native American, would have went to jail that night, got your ass whooped, blue, black, you know what I'm saying? And all of that night, you would have had a chance to go all the way back to, where you from? Arkansas? Where you say we're
Right.
from?
Arkansas.
All the way, he left there.
Right.
And they had a good
Right.
ride home,
Right.
all the way to Arkansas. We couldn't have did that. We were like, man, there's some lights behind us. You know what I'm saying? There's some lights behind us. We don't know if it's them or who it is.
Right. He probably still got on that with him when they pulled him out.
You
Wait,
hear
what the
me?
hell do you
What's
want?
going on?
What are you doing?
Oh man, I seen you on the video. You know what I'm saying? You know the police. I don't know if you're gonna bring it out, but the police was helping them. They was inviting them in.
Right.
They was standing upside. The only brother that was dumb enough to help them fight was the one that was getting chased up the stairs
Yeah.
and led them the wrong way.
Right. And then
You know what I'm
you
saying?
see, he was running until he seen them other white officers. And
Right.
then that's when they stopped. They was like, y'all gotta stop for them now. You know,
Right.
now he done formed up
Right.
like Voltron. Like one of the little, you know, one of the weaker Power Rangers beat up
Yeah.
with the rest. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You got the Yellow Ranger and the Pink Ranger getting beat up, but then the Red Ranger pop up and
Yeah,
the Green
the
Ranger.
Red
Oh,
Ranger
yeah,
going down.
they dusting off. I'm back now. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's how he was looking. Like a damn Christian, honestly.
Like a damn Christian.
All right, that's how you're right. He can't stand on nothing, but then when you got some backup, knowing that and they all holding their straps too. All them white officers came, they was holding their straps. He picked the baton up off the ground and wasn't even swinging on them.
How did the baton even get on the ground?
Right. He didn't pick the baton. That mean they running all through the. And that go to show you how much little resistance they use against the oppressors, against each other. That's how much
Right.
brotherhood they
Right.
show for each other.
Right.
They gonna drop the baton and run away so they don't gotta beat you. But let you sell some loose cigarettes on the street, you might lose your life today.
Let you have a light out.
Right.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
ain't gotta be committing a crime.
Right.
Right.
You don't gotta be committed. Let you be at home eating ice cream
Damn.
on the couch, and they mistakenly come in your house. You gonna die.
Damn.
Just like that.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? They look at us like we should look at them. You know what I'm saying? They look at us the same way we should look at them, but we don't look at them like that. Because we've been brainwashed and groomed. You know what I'm saying? We've been groomed to love our enemy. And they have no love for us, period, point, none whatsoever. Anybody, tell me, give me one reason why I should love my enemy. Why I should love my oppressor. Just one reason. What have they done for me to love them? Why do they deserve my love? Why do they deserve your love? You know what I mean? You can't even say, we can have the same kind of reaction to certain things. You know what I'm saying? We can go and rally up and go whoop somebody, beat somebody up, set something on fire. We did it for a reason, right? You know what I'm saying? We got a reason for our anger. We expressing our anger. We got a reason, right? I never heard no reason. Go ahead.
They reason is that they hate you.
They just hate you.
Black, Hispanic, and Native American. They hate you. That's their reason. This oppressor, he talking too friendly with them blacks and Hispanics and Native American. We gotta go ahead and kill them.
Right.
That's how much brotherhood they got for each other, that they'll kill one of their own off the strength that he might be siding with you.
Right.
Off the strength.
Treason.
Right. Exactly.
Treason. You're a traitor.
Right.
You're
Man.
a traitor.
If I could, I hold that. What you got? Give me 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3.
You are a traitor to them. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You were a traitor. And just like this priest was just bringing out, if I may, Salaki.
Go ahead.
You was right. They got a hatred they got a perpetual hatred for us.
Perpetual.
They got a hatred that just continue.
Yeah.
But like the song we played at the beginning, we should have a perfect hatred for them.
Right.
A perfect hatred of what they did to us, what they
Right.
did to our brothers and sisters. They got our kids sleeping under aluminum foil at the border.
Right. Under bridges. In
Under
cages.
bridge, you under bridges, you in cages, you getting killed for
Right.
pulling. You getting our kids is getting killed for having Skittles in their pocket and trying to walk home.
Right.
For trying, you bring out they ask you to bring out your identification. You reach for it and they gonna gun you down.
Right.
You should have a perfect hatred for them, and then you see what they do to each other. They got disorderly conduct. They letting them off easy. These are domestic terrorists. They run up and try to overthrow the government, and they just gonna let them make it.
Right.
But you can't do a damn thing in this place.
Nothing.
Go ahead, sis. Get the sis a mic, Baba Kasai.
You just said something that made me think about the little boy, I think Tamir Rice, got shot in the park for a play
Right.
gun, but then y'all
Right.
just talked about this man that got off with a stun gun in the Capitol.
Right.
Right.
This brother got gunned down for a toy gun,
Yeah.
but he got a stun gun in the Capitol, and he was gonna stun them and hang them too.
Yeah, but he was in this brother, this Salaki was saying.
Now go ahead.
He was in full tactical gear. You know what I'm saying? He got that's it right?
Right, now you right.
He in full tactical gear. He got the plastic hand.
He ready to drop down the ceiling on
He
you.
got all kind of going on, right?
Night
And
vision goggles, right? They didn't even have to bring out anything.
Right.
Who know how long they thought they was gonna be there?
And they didn't give our brother Tamir Rice 2 seconds
Right.
to live, man. After 2 seconds of the police pulling up, there was a drive-by. The police didn't even get out of the car when he shot the brother. He didn't even get out of the car. He shot him out the window. Dead. Toy gun. They don't care. But this devil,
Right.
full tactical gear. You don't know if that's a stun gun or don't know what that is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But they give their brothers the benefit of the doubt.
Right.
That was real brotherhood they displayed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn right.
And I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get it. That was real brotherhood they displayed, even when they got a difference.
Right. Even when they
a
clash.
misunderstanding.
Right.
You
Even
know
when
what I'm
they
saying?
ops, even they ops, they showing brotherhood.
You hear me? They showing brother love to their ops.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And they feel bad about them deaths they had.
Right.
They feel bad. the ops and the knots, right? What you
Yeah,
gonna call them?
right.
They feel bad about that sister, they sister losing in their
Right.
life. They feel bad.
Right. Meanwhile, if I could,
Go ahead.
our brothers and sisters, they gonna kill the ops and say they smoking they dead homies.
Right.
Have no remorse. Have no
Right.
have no compassion.
Oh Lord, you
No
opened up-
compassion for their brother.
no compassion for their brother, and just to come off of what you just said, you got brothers that's been dead for over 10 years. You know what I'm saying? They dead and gone over 10 years. He probably was 15, 16 when he died. You know what I'm saying? These grown men and grew up and still talking about the 16-year-old. You know what I'm saying?
Right. They ain't letting it. They ain't
They
letting
ain't
it
letting
rest.
it go.
They ain't letting it go.
The parents had to come out and say, man, stop talking about my son and your son.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Don't bring his name up. He's dead and ain't been dead, what, 8, 9, 10 years?
Right.
Why are you still putting him in your songs? America have turned us into demons.
Right. Right.
America has turned us into predators like them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because if y'all realize it, we not the real gangsters, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. We not the real gangsters. We not the real pimps. We not the real whores. We not the real nothing. Because everything we learn, we mimic from our oppressor. We mimic it. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
That's such a heavy point. Hold what you got. Let me get the book of John, chapter 8, verse 44. Because, like this brother said, America has turned us into devils. We learned that behavior from them. We have what this brother brought out, what he talking about 10 years passing and you still talking about them, that's a perpetual hatred.
A perpetual hatred.
And you learned that perpetual hatred from the oppressor.
For your oppressor.
And read that for me when you got it out.
Khan. This is the book of John, chapter 8, verse 34.
44.
Salaki.
Because you're gonna do what you learn to do. That's how everything works in this place. We learn from the men above us in the truth, and you learn from the men above you in the world.
Right.
Go ahead, Doc.
This is the book of John, chapter 8, verse 44. Ye are of your father, the devil.
Ye are of your father the devil. When them brothers is rapping about they dead homies the dead homies they done killed 10 years ago, that's because they have that same perpetual hatred that the devil has. That's because they have that same perpetual hatred that they learned from the oppressor. They got that from the oppressor. Keep going.
And the lust of your father ye will do.
And what do that oppressor want you to do? The oppressor out here has a whole system of oppression against you, black man, Hispanic man, Native American man.
Right.
And you are acting a part of that system. You are working in tandem with that system.
So like if I may, you
Go
are the
ahead.
most important, how can I put it, function in a system. As far as, you know what I'm saying, as far as we concerned, you know what I'm saying? When you kill your brother and your sister over something that this so-called oppressor done put out, you his best friend, you know what I'm saying? They don't have to rally and hang us and do all that no more, because we killing more of us than they is, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
The only thing about it is we don't get away with it. We going to jail. You know what I'm saying? Our brothers and uncles and nephews gonna probably get killed too. We going to jail. It's gonna be hard on the family. They gonna be smoking you for 20 years now.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn. Because you got a perpetual hatred like the
perpetual.
oppressor has. Like your
Right.
oppressor has. Because read it again out.
Khan.
The lust of what?
And the lust of your father ye will do.
Your father, the devil, wants you dead. He wants
Right.
you. He wants all of your friends dead. Because your
Right.
friends is your kinsmen. Your friends is your brothers and sisters, according to the flesh. He want them dead, and you're gonna do the lust of him. You're
Right.
gonna fulfill what he wants because that's your daddy. That's your father right there. Go ahead, Doc.
He was a murderer from the beginning and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him.
He was a murderer from the beginning, and he abode not in the truth because there's no truth in him. Because devil just means deceiver.
Right.
How you gonna be a deceiver and be the truth?
Right.
Because you getting deceived by devils that hate you, and you getting deceived by devils that say they don't hate you, but they hate you. You getting deceived both ways. They are a murderer from the beginning. And you know what? They don't murder each other, but they do murder you.
Right.
They will murder you, black man, Hispanic man, Native American man. They will murder you.
Right.
You had something you wanted to add, Priest?
I'm just saying, look at how America and Russia was supposed to be into it, right? No, I know you had brothers and priests all over the world like, man, I can't wait till it jump out. You know what I'm saying? That little Rocket Man, King Jong-un, whatever his name was. King, what's his name? Kim
Jong, right. Yeah,
Kim
yeah.
Jong-un.
Yeah.
Whatever, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? We waiting on the nigga, push the button. Nigga,
Right.
we gonna push the button. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you know what America said? Nah, we ain't gonna do that. That's our brother.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right, exactly.
That's our brother. We gonna sit down and talk, and we talk it over. You know what I'm saying? You know?
Damn. That's heavy what you bringing out, Priest, because all these other nations, they showing brotherhood to each other. It don't matter if they're goddamn Asian, or East Indian, or Arab. They can all come up in your neighborhood and set up shop.
Right.
That's brotherhood.
Right.
You ain't got no money to come out here, no worries. I'm gonna give you $100,000 grant. You ain't even gotta pay it back. You get you a gas station. All you gotta do is be on 79th and Cottage Grove. All you gotta do is be on Martin Luther King Boulevard over here. You gotta be in their area.
Right.
I'm gonna look out for you. Just all you gotta do is make your money over there and pay me my tax. And we both gonna eat. That's brotherhood they showing to each other.
Right. What else you got on it? What else you got on there?
Come.
So like,
No, you got it, Priest.
When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it.
Right. Right. When they speak lies, right? This is our new candidate right here. He's gonna take care of this and that and that but if you realize they've been saying this, you know what I'm saying? They've been saying that for how many years?
Right.
How long have they been promising us, oh, y'all gonna get equal this and equal that and all that? They've been saying that for I don't know how many years.
Right.
And every 4 years, our dumb ass jump up and go down there and vote for another person. And then after they get through voting, now what?
Right.
I don't see them doing nothing else. They don't walk around with, you know what I'm saying?
And so like if I may,
Nothing.
Priest, what's so heavy is that them Christian pastors gonna go and tell you to go and vote for them.
Right.
Man, we gotta get Trump out of here.
Right.
We gotta vote for Biden. Go vote for Kamala and them. Vote for this ticket. Vote for that ticket.
Right.
Hey, Salakia, drop what you got and give me the book of Isaiah, chapter 56, verse 10.
Right.
Because we listening to the people they ain't there for us.
Right.
Them people, we listening to the you trying to get protected by goddamn Salakia, J5, you blank man in them.
Yeah.
The handicap. You know what I'm saying? You out there thinking you finna you
Dun, 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 dun.
right. They coming up with no help.
You hear me?
Read that when you got it from y'all. Isaiah chapter 56, verse 10.
Come. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 56, verse 10. His watchmen are blind. They are all ignorant.
His watchmen are blind. These watchmen, that's your Christian pastor.
Right.
Your Christian pastor's supposed to be looking out for you.
Right.
That's what when you hear the references of a sheep, when we call sheep in the scriptures, that's because we need to be herded. We need guidance.
Right.
And this is supposed to be your shepherd. Your pastor is supposed to be your shepherd. He's your watchman. He's supposed to be watching out for you. But he's what?
Ignorant, Salakia.
But he's ignorant. He don't know what the hell's going on because he learning from the oppressor.
Right.
He going to the oppressor seminary school thinking that a damn snake was talking to a white woman in a garden offering her a bite of an apple.
Apple.
They eating apples with talking snakes. That's what you get with Christianity.
Right.
You get goddamn a fairy tale.
Who told the snake how to? Don't even worry about it, man. Who told the snake
Right.
what God said? You can't eat this. Eat. Who told the snake? That?
How did the snake know more than you?
Snake don't even have ears.
Right.
I'm just saying, everybody can hear what you. They ain't got no. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. So like, go ahead.
Now, go ahead.
They are all dumb dogs.
They dumb
Dumb
dogs.
dogs.
Dumb dogs. You can't rely on a dumb dog for nothing.
Man, you better even feed no dumb dog.
I was about to say, they'll say you bring out the food, the dumb dog don't even know what's going on. Right, you throw a dumb dog a steak, he gonna go eat some boo-boo.
Dumb.
Dumb. And that's your Christian pastor. That's what
Right.
he is, a dumb. That's what the Lord is saying he is. That's not what we're saying. The
'Cause,
Lord
right,
is saying he's a
right,
dumb dog.
Right, because start it right from the top.
Okay. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 56, verse 10. His watchmen are
His
blind.
who?
His watchmen.
His who?
Watchmen.
His watchmen, right? Watchmen is to look out.
Right.
You watching. Come on, it's in the damn name. Watchman. You watching. You looking out for something. You know what I'm saying? You looking out for something, right? Go ahead.
His watchmen are blind.
His watchmen are blind. How the hell can you be a watchman and you blind? You know what I'm saying? How you even get the job? You know what I'm saying? How do a blind man get the job of a watchman?
Damn.
You know how? Because our oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of, man.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? That's how a blind man get a job to be a watchman. But go ahead.
They are all ignorant.
They are all ignorant. Okay, ignorant don't mean that there's something wrong with you, right? Ignorant mean that you just don't know. You know what I'm saying? It don't mean you can't learn it. It don't mean that you won't catch on later on. It just mean right now you don't know it. Keep going.
They are all dumb dogs.
They are all dumb dogs. Go ahead.
They cannot bark.
They cannot bark now. Now hold on. A dog that can't bark is a cat to me.
Damn.
I'm just saying. That's a cat. You know what I'm saying? And he can't see. That is a cat. A dog that don't bark is a big ass cat that don't know what his job actually is. Because a dog is supposed to bark. He's supposed to warn you of the danger or of anything that's suspicious or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He's supposed to warn you. He's there as a watchman. You know what I'm saying? But he's a dumb dog and can't bark. Go ahead.
Sleeping.
Sleeping. This nigga can't bark, dumb, and sleep. Police don't know when to kick the door in. Go ahead, Art.
Lying down. Lying down.
Lying down the niggas. Go ahead, Art. Go ahead, Art.
Loving to slumber.
Loving to slumber. Loving to lay his ass down.
Hey, so like, I mean, what you say? You said like the cat, like Garfield. Remember Garfield the cat? He
Yeah.
just big chilling all the time, fat.
Fat.
But Garfield wasn't dumb. At least he knew what he was doing.
Garfield was smooth.
Yeah, he was right. He was smooth, and these goddamn Christian pastors smooth too.
They smooth.
They smooth.
Yeah.
They got you coming up them ties. They got
Right.
you. They got your wife coming up out the drawers. They got you at the house saying, "I'm gonna just counsel your wife. You stay home."
Yeah.
You got to be smooth to do that, and they learn from the oppressor. They learn from their father, the devil.
The pastor got men at the house right now saying I ought to go up there to their church and whoop his ass right now.
Right.
Because they have been fooled. You know what I'm saying? They have been fooled. They have been bamboozled. You know what I'm saying? The Christian pastor is that got the same spirit of the serpent in the garden. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
To me, dude, because I ain't nowhere in here you've been walking around with this Bible for 20, 30 years. You know what I'm saying? Saying ha every time you get through with a sentence, but you don't know what the hell going on in this Bible. You know what I'm saying? When I ask a Christian something about Israelite, they were like, "What's that?" I mean, you still got your Sunday dress on. You don't know what an Israelite is? You know what I'm saying? They have no idea. You
And
know what I'm
Salaki,
saying?
if I may, what you're saying is heavy because that spirit of the serpent is the spirit of the oppressor.
Right.
And these Christian pastors do have the spirit of the
Right.
oppressor because,
Right.
like this brother brought out in the precept, the
Right.
lust of their father they will do. They
Right.
doing the exact same thing that the oppressor want them to do because that's the spirit that they in.
Right.
And we in the spirit of Christ here in the body, in the I.S.U.P.K under command of Junior YAHANNA. We in the spirit of brotherhood. We looking out for our brothers. We showing brotherhood. Get a sister a mic. Baba Kashak, go ahead, sis.
I was going to say, ever since slavery, when the oppressor assigned Christian pastors to mislead us and to make us complacent of our situation, since then they've been finding ways to make it sweet for them, which is why religion became non-profitable, which is why Christian pastors can collect baskets of money and pay no taxes for it and all of that. The oppressor has made it sweet for them to stand in the middle and mislead us, as well as with voting. The reason why they push us to vote so much is because they get kickbacks from the lobbyists and the candidates to vote for one particular purpose that doesn't help us at all.
Right.
Hey, get that sister hand. Get that sister hand. Because what she bringing out is so true and heavy. Because we've been in this spirit of the oppressor long before today. We've been tricked and bamboozled.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's the same trick that we got from Martin Luther King. The same dream that he had, we getting fooled about today. We thinking of Martin Luther King dream was blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans' nightmare.
Right.
Us being joined together with them has been a nightmare for us, but has been a dream for them.
Right.
Because they get to show brotherhood to each other and they get to murder you in the streets.
Right.
They get to get that bloodthirst that they got innately in them and that perpetual hatred they got for you. They get to get their rocks off on that. And they get to kill you because you join with them.
Right.
But meanwhile, they get to show brotherhood to each other. They get the best of both worlds because you joined with them.
Right. And you joining with them don't mean you in a better position. All it means that we didn't have to trick you into coming in here and we whoop your ass. You came in here on your own.
Right.
And we whooped your ass. So we didn't make you come in here. You know what I'm saying? You came in on your own. That's worse than not even knowing. You knew what was gonna happen. The same people that, you know what I'm saying, Martin Luther King wanted us to join too, killed them. The same people that he wanted us to hand in hand and all this fun and all this, they the one that killed them. You know what I'm saying? So, go ahead.
Right.
Doc.
And that's heavy you bring that out because they ain't had no more use for him. He did everything he was supposed to do for them, and now he done. We ain't gonna let you renege on this one. You ain't gonna go back and tell him. You can't tell him that I was wrong. You gonna die. You gonna die with that secret.
Right.
You ain't gonna tell him. You ain't gonna get a chance to say, "Nah, it wasn't. I messed up."
Right.
They gonna know you. Be with them white people. They gonna know your whole culture. And you gonna be a martyr for it. Just like that white woman who got shot in the neck in the Capitol building. She's a martyr. He was a martyr. That's what the oppressor does. The oppressor uses these people as symbols for what they want to, they propaganda and they message that they want to push to you, and now, or their people, either way, but it's all against you. Black man, Hispanic man, Native American man and woman. It's against you.
Right. And it's a war going on, right? It's a war going on, and it's like a silent war that's out loud. Because you got people that see it and hear it, but they ignore it because they think it might just pass them. They might just get by this time. You know what I'm saying? Good. What you got?
Hey, hold your point real quick if I could.
Go ahead.
That point this priest just brought out is so heavy because it's a silent war that's going on. That's a spiritual war.
Right.
Your spirit is at war right now.
Right.
It's not a carnal war. It's not nothing that you saying, but there's spirits going to war right now. You are at war right now in a spiritual warfare, and the Lord is on your side, but all you got to do is be on his side.
Right.
Do what he tell you to do. But as long as you don't, you on the oppressor side.
Right.
You doing the lust of your father, the devil, in this spiritual war. Salakia, go ahead. What you had?
Sir, Salaki, if I may, I was gonna say that the fact that he said it's silent, but it's a little loud now. I was gonna say that in 1969 we was trying to not whisper, but we was trying to tell them, hey, this is it.
Right.
Back then it was real silent, but now it's still silent. It's a little bit louder.
Yeah, we wasn't trying.
Right.
We was telling them.
Yeah.
We was doing as the scriptures told us. Commander General YAHANNA was doing as the scriptures told him, and the Lord spoke to him. He was prophesying to the wind. He was holding fast to the truth. It don't matter if everybody else dropped their sword. He held on to his sword. He held fast to the teachings that he got from the Lord, the teachings of these scriptures.
Right.
Salaki, I ain't know if you had something you want to say.
No, I'm saying, go ahead. Well, you got scripture.
Yeah, finish reading that. Keep going. You still on
Yes, I'm on
Isaiah,
it.
right? 55? Keep going. Verse 11, right? Yeah, keep going.
Gotta go back to it, sir. Salaki.
All right, no sweat. Because, like this priest was bringing out, these Christian pastors are smooth. They smooth and they work in the game. What they say about us, we rough and why y'all talk like that and y'all talking a little too aggressive. The scriptures say, though we may be rude in speech, but not in our understanding, not in our knowledge of these scriptures.
And why you saying if I may, you holding something for him? Hold it, and give Mark chapter 1, verse 22 right quick. Bible shot. You know what I'm saying? Because what the brother's saying is heavy. You know what I'm saying? They wonder why we talk like we talk. They want us to be smooth with the smooth face and the cat lick hairstyle. You know what I'm saying? Mark 1:22. You know what I'm saying? They want us to be like that. They want us to say, I don't even know what they say. I've been away from around there for so long. I don't know how they talk no more. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
All I know is they don't know the Bible.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And they don't want no parts of the UPK. They stay with it. Come on with it. You got
Khan. This is the book of Mark, chapter 1, verse 22. And they were astonished at his doctrine.
They were astonished. They astonished at the doctrine of the Lord. Because it's not one West doctrine. It's not UPK doctrine. It's the doctrine of the Lord. It's not no private interpretation of these scriptures. It just so happened that UPK One West, I.S.U.P.K One West, we are the only people that go all the way in on what we believe in this Bible, right? Right. Okay, keep going. The water says.
For he taught them as one that had authority.
That what?
That had authority.
All right.
And not as the scribes.
Okay, so we speak like we got authority, not like the scribes, right? Because we know this not magical, it's not mystical. You know what I'm saying? You do what your father say do, you get rewarded. You do what he say don't do, you get punished. It's not mystical, it's not magical. You know what I'm saying? You got something else you want to bring out?
Hey, what you saying is right on point, priest, because we talk with authority because we are the oracles of the Lord.
Right.
We don't speak of our own interpretation. Everything that you hearing any brother in the I.S.U.P.K speak, they got it from the men above them, and they got it from the men above them, and they got it from the Lord.
Right.
That's how it go. It's saying ain't nothing new under the sun, and ain't nothing new. You see these other fake Israelite groups, they teaching our broke downs. They teaching the broke downs. Where'd they get that 12 tribe chart from?
Right.
Ask them how they got the 12 tribe chart. It's gonna lead back to us.
Right.
You do your research on that, and it's gonna lead all the way back to us because we are the authority.
We are the authority. And instead of them having brotherhood like these oppressors got, You know what I'm saying? They coming through. You got a president come out with California when Trump said, "Man, meet us at the Capitol." We go to the Capitol. It was a short notice. You got niggas you got oppressors that was from Oregon, Washington, and all the way on the other side of the, you know what I'm saying? Coming out, what you got, sister?
Get a sister mic.
Oh, Salakia, sir, I was just gonna say that even some of the people that's not even from the United States were
Right.
coming here, Canada.
Right.
Seriously.
What you got, sister? Don't say it.
I say, how stupid you got to be to leave your country to come get somebody else's bullshit?
The same way America leave this country and go over there and get in their boots. They you know what I'm saying? America reminds me of, I ain't gonna even say this, like, I ain't gonna even say this, I mean, but America reminds me of this bully, right? That don't wanna face the people his size and his age and his stature, but they want to pick on the little people or the people that don't have enough sense to realize that they are bigger than him. You know what I'm saying? But when boy, let me get another scripture argument if you may.
Hey, if I could, let him finish that.
Oh, somebody, go ahead. I didn't know you had none of that for. Go ahead.
Wakan. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 56, verse 11. Yea, they are greedy dogs.
That's back to them pastors.
Right.
That's to them pastors.
Right.
They the dumb dogs. They sleep. They can't hear. They can't bark. But they greedy though. Just like you right, like Garfield, like the cat.
Mm-hmm.
They eating. All he wanted was lasagna. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
As long as they eating.
Right.
As long as they eating, they good.
Right.
Keep going.
Which can never have enough.
They can't have enough.
Right.
Keep going.
And they are shepherds that cannot understand.
Like we said, they supposed to be your shepherd. The Lord call us sheep because the Lord know we need to be directed.
Right.
We blacks, we've been. If you done ever voted for, you need to be directed. If you ever committed a single sin, you need to be directed. Even Christ took direction from the Lord,
Right.
and he committed no sin. He was perfect,
Right.
and he took direction. So what you think you need? Black man, Hispanic man, Native American man and woman? You need direction. And you getting direction from a dumb, deaf, blind, greedy dog.
Right.
That's where you getting your direction from. That's your shepherd. He's guiding you into hell. You already in hell, and he gonna keep you in hell. Go ahead, get the sister mic.
Salakia, just got to add this. To be specific, that dog belongs to the oppressor and is on his leash.
Get the sister hand, right? And not only do he belong to it, they kissing the dog in the mouth. You know what I'm saying? They licking it on the news too. I seen the news where like they was eating some damn ice cream or some pink berry, and he was eating it, and then he let the dog eat it, and he ate a little more. Then he gave it to the woman, and he gave it to another woman. I said, damn, that's how they do though. That's how they do with their dogs. They love their dogs. They love their Christian pastors.
Right.
They love their Christian
They
pastors.
love their oppressor.
They love, and them Christian pastors love their oppressor.
Right.
You damn right, sir.
Right.
Keep going, huh?
They all look to their own way, every one for his gain from
Right.
his quarter.
They all look for their own way, everyone to his gain.
Mm-hmm.
What is that saying? Anybody know what that means? What they're saying? Come on with it, brother.
So, lucky if I may, that means if they just trying to come up, all they care about is their game. They trying to what they can
Okay.
get.
That's close, but what else? You got something else? Read it again.
They all look to their own way.
They all look to their own way. What you got,
Every-
sister? It's like,
Salakia, sir, does it mean that basically instead of following the word, they just believe in whatever they want to?
you real close. I'm gonna give it to you. they look for their own way, right? What means is they don't want to follow the Lord. They want to follow their oppressor or themselves or what they think is right or what feels good to them or what makes them feel better. They want to follow that because it's hard for a Christian not to eat pork. It's hard. It's hard. I can't believe I can't do it. I can't do it. It's hard. It's hard for a Christian not to celebrate Easter. It's hard for them. We've been doing it since my grandmama was a little girl. You know what I'm saying? It's hard for them not. So they do what? Read again, huh?
Con. They all look to their own way.
They look to their own way. They wanna do what they wanna do. You know what I'm saying? They wanna feel comfortable with what they wanna do instead of being taught or trained or, you know what I'm saying, or guided. They wanna do it the way they wanna do it. You know what I'm saying? Even though you haven't learned anything that you know today on your own. Ain't nothing you learn that you know today that you learn on your own except if I fall, it's gonna hurt. If I burn, it's little simple things you learn on your own, but everything else you know, you learned it from somebody. You know what I'm saying? So they don't want to learn from the Lord, they want to learn from themselves, which means the father, like he just brought out, you are either your father or the devil. You know what I'm saying? They want to learn from him because it's better, it fits them better. Keep going.
Con. Everyone for his gain.
Everyone for his gain. So they're not like the UPK.
Right.
Come in whole class and go to camp and don't look for a dime back. You know what I'm saying? I don't want nothing. We don't want nothing from you. You know what I'm saying? We just trying to get you to understand what we know so you can be, you know what I'm saying, in the midst of the Most High with us. Cause we could be like, I got the truth. I know the truth. I know not to eat pork, shrimp, crab, lobster, and pray to the east and do the Passover. And I know how to do this. I'm all right. You know what I'm saying? But I want my brothers to be all right. I want my sisters to be all right. You know what I'm saying? I want my family to be all right. When I say family, I mean all 12 tribes. I want them to be all right. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead with
Hey,
that.
Salaki, if I may, before you do that, what this brother bringing out is heavy because that's the opposite of his gain.
Right.
We looking for our gain. We understand that we in this together. That this is a family affair. This is a family event. That you, my brother. And that's what I say when I say that we come in the spirit of Christ. Because think about you doing everything perfect and still dying for your brothers and sisters.
Right.
That means that you understand that we in this together to a whole nother level. Right. That means that you willing to give up everything you did and still take the L for your brothers and sisters.
Right.
So that they can understand and just see how you move and learn from that and come to the body and do right and look out for their brothers and sisters. So you could be an example. But your Christian pastor, he's only an example of being a greedy, dumb, blind dog.
Right.
That's what he's an example of.
Right.
He's not an example of brotherhood. He's not an example of sisterhood. Joel Osteen, a damn oppressor, he got a damn mega church. He shut the doors.
When it was going down.
When it's going down. When it's a hurricane outside and people about to die and drown, and these people that's paying money in the church, they paying tithes.
Right.
They coming every week. They can't even get in. But if you come into the I.S.U.P.K, you're gonna be able to get in 7 days a week.
Goddamn right.
Let any one of our brothers and sisters be in trouble during a hurricane. It don't even have to. Let it be a strong wind outside.
That nigga sneeze too hard.
Right.
You want to come over there? You want
All right.
just like that. You know
Exactly. Coming with cough drops.
Yeah.
Any more on that up?
Con.
Go ahead.
Everyone for his gain from his quarter.
Everyone from his game, from his quarter. That's all them blocks that you see. That's all them different churches you see on every other block. Why they not together? Why they can't share some of that tithes money you gave them with the church that's right around the corner?
Right.
That's because they offer his gain on their quarter and they period of time on their area. That's what that is.
And so like if I may,
Go ahead.
you know they going off their own game, right? Because if you for the Lord, I'm for the Lord, he for the Lord, he for the Lord, he for the Lord, why the hell we got 5 different churches then? If all is for the Lord, we should be in one church. One Sunday, one pastor, you know what I'm saying? One congregation. But it's 240 of them.
Right.
240 with the same book. They even got other religions using. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
They got a Salaki, if I may. They got a goddamn. I seen a whole brother come to me with a Korean Bible.
A Korean
That
Bible.
joint in Korean. I'm looking at he a whole brother too. He a straight Judite with a Korean
That's
Bible.
crazy.
He's saying, well, you know, you gotta pray to Unsung Yom. I'm like, Unsung
Damn.
Yom. He like, yeah, that's the real Christ. I said,
Damn. So instead of Abanawa, the Bashamayim is with the thong. With the
Right.
thong.
That boy playing to Jet Li in there.
How? With the thong. You hear me? How you gonna go from Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, to Lucky? Let me get the what's it called for the.
Hey, she got a mic. Go ahead, sis.
The water. Go
Oh,
ahead, sis.
so like yes, sir, I just want to say that they have basically revised
shop.
the Bible so many times that now they have a Queen Bible for gay people. They
With
have
a queer
no
Bible.
seriously. They took the
I know
Bible
that.
and turned it to make it
The
to where
water, the water, brother.
to make it to where being gay is biblical.
Right, and I
Literally.
think it's called the Queen James Version.
Yes, it's called the Queen
Damn.
James Version. It is. It's called the Queen James Version.
Good night, man. If
That's
hey,
crazy.
what's that scripture would say if he not the devil, then who?
Then who? Then who?
God damn. Like, good night. Like, damn.
Hey,
Who changed the
hey,
faces
man.
of the judges? That's
Who-
like the white man is such a damn evil, despicable, vile creature. Like, first off, like black man, Hispanic man, Native American man, you gotta understand that you was built different.
Right.
You was built. The Lord can make a vessel for honor and a vessel for dishonor.
Right.
Like you was built in opposition to them from the beginning. But they understand that they in opposition to you. You don't understand that you in opposition to them. You have to realize that everything you do has to move in the way of the Lord, or the Lord is going to be working with them. He's going to be using them as that whooping stick against you. He's going to continually use them. We all in captivity right now. But when you got brotherhood, it ease that blow of captivity. When you got, it don't matter if, like, man, you lose your job. If you got a brother that's going to let you come through to the crib and live with them, that eases that blow of captivity. If you got a sister that's like, hey, man, I know these brothers ain't got no wives, but let me go ahead and make them something to eat. Let me make sure they get a plate.
Right.
That eases that blow. That's brotherhood. That's sisterhood. That's what Christ died for. Christ died to show us how to move like that.
Right.
So, like, you had something you want to bring up, Reese?
Let me see.
Or go ahead, sis. Let the sis talk. Give it a mic, Baba Kasha.
I was wondering if it was 2 Timothy 2:20. Is that the one?
2 Timothy 2:20. Read it out. That sounds a little familiar. I think that's it. Because we all we got. Them oppressors that ran into the Capitol Hill, they ran in there with the comfort of knowing that they had brotherhood behind them. They knew that they had some brotherhood behind them. They knew that they had sisterhood with them. A sister to be, first of all, they had a goddamn woman at the front line.
Right.
She caught one in the neck. You think that woman was scared? She wasn't scared. Go ahead, read what you got.
Con. This is the book of 2 Timothy, chapter 2, verse 20. But in a great house there are not only vessels of gold and of silver, but also of wood and of earth, and some to honor and some to dishonor.
It's not only vessels of gold and silver, but of wood and earth. That vessel of wood and earth that's the cross. That's that cross that these Christians keep and worship that signifies the death of our King and our Savior, YAHANNA. That earth, that's the stone. That's that cobblestone that our brothers and sisters is falling victim to, trying to take that damn, what's it called, the Hajj or the journey to Mecca. That's what that is. You got a vessel for honor and you got a vessel for dishonor. Ain't no honor in being a damn Christian or a Muslim.
Right.
That's a vessel for dishonor.
Right. Because to me, Salaki, if I may, to me, why would I want to be a Christian or a Muslim? Why would I want to be one of those? Because to me, they God weak as hell. Look at what all they going through. Look at what the Muslims going through. Look at what the Christians going through. Now the Israelite, we got a reason for what we going through. You know what I'm saying? Because our God is not weak. You know what I'm saying? Right. Even though how much He loves us, He's still gonna whip you. He still put that punishment on you. We don't have a weak God. You know what I'm saying? We have a living God, and until we get out, you know what I'm saying, stuff right, we're gonna continue to be in this condition. You know what I'm saying? You read something?
Hey, you got it.
All right, give me Ezekiel. Ezekiel 13, verse 22. Because you know what I'm saying? Everybody knows a good way and it's a bad way. It's the right way, it's the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows that. It's supposed to be common sense. But in order to please the Lord that's above us, you got to know what His common sense is. Because this good and bad, left and right, they don't, you know what I'm saying? You got it up?
Come
on with it.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 13, verse 22. Because with lies ye have made the heart of righteous sad.
Well, say it again.
Because with lies ye have made the heart of the righteous sad.
With lies you have made the hearts of the righteous sad.
Right.
What kind of lies can you use to make the heart of the righteous sad? What kind of lie can you use? Anybody? Say it.
Yeah, get a sister Mike. Go ahead, sis.
Salakia, sir, Jesus is white.
Okay, that's one of them. What you got? You can't avoid this question. Everybody gonna answer this question. What kind of lie can you tell to make the righteous sad? Come on, brother, until you think of something.
It's like, if I may, sir, that you don't have to win a fight, so don't even fight. Something like that. You are not going to win the fight, so don't even fight.
I get what you're saying. You got something, brother? You know what kind of lie you can tell the righteous to make them sad? That they are Gentile. You know what I'm saying? That they just, because the righteous means something in this Bible, in this book. The righteous means something. You know what I'm saying? This Bible don't call everybody righteous. Right. You know what I'm saying? This Bible don't call every nation righteous. You know what I'm saying? This Bible calls the blacks, Hispanics, and Native American that follow the truth, they follow the statutes, laws, and commandments. They are the righteous. Okay, so start from the top with that verse.
Come.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
No sweat.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 13, verse 22. Because with lies ye have made the heart of the righteous sad.
So they have made our heart sad, just saying we just niggas. We super predators. You know what I'm saying? They, by them taking our real identity and who we really were and what kind of people we really were, they destroyed us with their lies. But go ahead.
Whom I have not made sad,
Whom I have not made sad. Keep going.
and strengthened the hands of the wicked.
They did what?
And strengthened the hands of the wicked.
The hands of the wicked have been strengthened. Strengthened. You know what I'm saying? The hands of the wicked have been strengthened. So they got strength. They got the strength to make the righteous sad, right? Keep going.
That he should not return from his wicked way.
He should not return from his wicked ways. Go ahead.
By promising him life.
By promising him life. So even you can promise a man anything. You can promise the so-called oppressor. So like you can call the oppressor. He ain't so-called oppressor. He is the oppressor. You can call the oppressor, and you can tell them anything, right? You can be there for him. You can try to help him out, but he's still gonna be wicked.
Right.
He ain't gonna change his wicked ways, even if you say, well, I ain't gonna kill you, I'm gonna give you life. He said, nah, nigga, I'd rather die. You know what I'm saying? We done had stories when white people have, you know what I'm saying, that almost drowned our oppressor, can be near death, and one of us bring them back.
Right.
They'll say, nigga, you should have let me die.
Right.
Cause it's death perpetual for them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's that much, they got that much hatred for us, but we got 2 times love for them.
And so, like if I may, priest.
Go ahead, sir.
What you bringing out is so heavy because they got a hatred that has no cause. We ain't done nothing to them.
We ain't did nothing to them.
But you got a righteous hatred to hate them, and you still love them. You still want to let them make it. They killing your babies. They getting you to abort you. Not only are they killing them, they getting you to kill them too. You aborting them. They killing them. They gotta show people. They got your brothers and sisters locked up. You letting them make it every time, and they letting their own people make it. So what do it take for you to hate them? What is it gonna take for us to realize that we need to separate from them and only deal with each other? Because when we deal with them, like this brother brought out earlier, they'll run up in your house while you eating ice cream,
Right.
chilling in your house that you paid bills for, in a condo that you paying to some oppressor that's getting rich off you. You working for the oppressor, you paying the oppressor,
Right.
and the oppressor come in your house and kill you.
Right.
So why you don't hate them?
All right, so like,
No, you got it.
no, you ain't gotta do that. Pull that up right quick.
Ain't no sweat.
Cold John. If I make, you'll pull Proverbs chapter 10, verse 27. Okay, put it more time. Because you know what I'm saying? What's so amazing to me is that we have these records, and these records have been here for thousands and thousands of years, and no one seemed to have got the understanding of these records until 1969, right? Until the I.S.U.P.K, one where his uncommanded General Hunter came
That's
out
right.
with these records and started spreading it out. You know what I mean? I don't believe that. I don't believe. What you got? Well, go ahead.
Proverbs 10 and 27.
Come, but just okay. I let you know which one, brother.
I wanted to say the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of.
Right, most times.
Get
Right,
it? Damn right.
right. And if it ain't him, then who?
Right. For real. Damn right.
Who? You know what I'm saying? Come on, bring it out.
I'm Khan. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 10, verse 27. The fear of the Lord prolongeth days.
The fear of the Lord prolongeth days. So if you fear the Lord, right, and you have a fear of the Lord or whatnot, your day will seem longer because you don't know when the Lord is gonna, you know what I'm saying, take you. or whatever it may be. The fear of the Lord make your day longer, right? It prolongs your days, right?
And if I could, on that one, Salaki, is just with this, brother, like the fear of the Lord mean you gonna do what the Lord say.
Right, right.
When you feel your daddy and he tell you, hey, you better clean that room before I make it back home, you gonna have the room clean.
Right.
You fear the Lord, you gonna do what he say,
Right.
and you gonna live longer for doing what he
You're going
say.
to live longer, so it prolongs it, right? Because if you fear the Lord, that means you have to do what? You turn it up.
Yeah, go ahead. Get a sister.
You have to follow the law, statutes, and commandments if you fear the Lord. If
Right.
you love the Lord, you got to do what?
Follow his law, statutes, and commandments.
Most High in Christ. You know what I'm saying? So start from the top.
Khan. The fear of the Lord prolongeth days,
Okay, come on with it.
but the years of the wicked,
What?
the years of the wicked
The years of the wicked
shall be shortened.
shall be shortened. And I brought this out to say that no matter how long you can be 80 years old and you've been wicked for 80 years, probably 79, 78, something like that. You've been wicked, but you said, I didn't live to be 80. You have no idea how much power the Lord have to put you in 500 different women's stomachs that decide to get an abortion this year. You done died 500 times. You know what I'm saying? We don't have that real fear of the Lord that, man, you can't even imagine the things that the Lord can do to, you know what I'm saying, punish you.
All right.
Or just pay you back for what you did. You reap what you sow, right?
All right.
What you sow, you shall reap it, right? You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
And if I beg, that
Go
point
ahead, go
this
ahead.
brother bringing out is so heavy. Like he talking about the regeneration. This ain't your
Right.
first time here.
Right.
You get to acting up and being wicked. Like if you was, I hate to harp on the sisters because brothers and sisters, like, hey, we in it together. But if you giving your husband too much lip all the time and you complaining about this, that, and the third, and you want to be a wicked demon and you want to be a dragon, you might come back with no mouth next time. You coming back in this whole like your day, your time of talking is shortened.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't saying a damn thing because you out here dumb, deaf, and blind.
Right, because you obviously had no fear of the Lord.
Right. Exactly. Because if
You
you
hear me?
feared the Lord, you would have did what he said, and that was shut your damn mouth and listen to your husband.
Right. Right. Come on with the next scripture.
Khan. Verse 28. The hope of the righteous shall be gladness.
The what?
The hope of the righteous shall be
The
gladness.
hope of the righteous shall be gladness, right? Keep going.
But the expectation of the wicked shall perish.
Now, who want to break that down for? Come on, now. It sounded so nice to me. So I gotta do it all the time. Come on with it, Rob.
So lucky if I may, sir. It sounds like
Okay, I'm gonna read for you this time. It say the hope of the Lord. It's like the hope of the righteous shall be gladness.
I don't know anymore, sir. So
Go on, help me out. Anybody want to help the brother out? Anybody want to help the brother out?
What are you putting your brick in right now for? You a whole trooper in the I.S.U.P.K.
Come on, get that brother.
Yeah, give a hand for that.
Damn right, you deserve it.
You done killed the old man you was. You stopped smoking squares.
Right,
You stopped doing you stopped eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. Why you stop doing that?
right.
What you do that for? What do you want from doing all that? Wait, get a sister shot. You stop twerking. Let me go ahead and put the sister's version in that sense.
Right, right,
You stop
right.
twerking. You start going to the club.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
You start throwing in the circle.
Right. You know.
So
Salakia, sir, basically, we're doing this we're following the Most High's law, statute, and commandments because is what we're supposed to do, for one. And two, we want him to be proud of us. We want to basically, one day when we see him, for him to be like, I'm proud of you. I'm happy for you. Like, good job.
Give your sister a hand.
Yeah, right. Yeah, give your sister a hand.
You had some out? You want to say something out?
You just about that though. You want them to be happy. You want them to be happy. But what's gonna make you happy though? Hold on, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Now go ahead, sis. Give us sis.
Go ahead, sis. I got. Come on.
Salakia, sir, for the Lord to be pleased.
Yeah, you still about the same way. Go ahead. What you got?
This the gladness. Well, they can't see that picture back there, but when the Most High come tear this place down, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Hold on, no, wait a minute.
We gonna let
him slide with that.
You almost there.
I'm going to read it for you again. The book of Proverbs, chapter 10, verse 28. The hope of the righteous shall be gladness.
The hope
of the righteous.
What you had, Doc? Go ahead.
Look, we got other one back there like, wait a minute, I know this one.
Lucky, I was gonna say, we know we found the Lord. We now know how to win, and we gonna work to win. And we want to be on a winning team. I don't know. The king.
Close. You close. Right.
Yeah, you there?
Hey, we can get to him. Give him brother hand. Give him
to him.
The hope is the kingdom.
Yeah.
You hoping for rulership of the earth.
Right.
You hoping to rule the earth.
Right.
You hoping for the kingdom of heaven on earth. You putting all that work in. You killed who you was so that you could have stake in the kingdom.
Right.
You don't. You see how you see them doing their thing in their kingdom, and this is a wicked kingdom. What the Lord gonna do for you in righteousness?
Right.
Go ahead, please.
The hope of the righteousness shall be gladness, right?
And we gonna be happy.
We're gonna be happy.
You're gonna be happy to see, like this brother brought out, to see the whole world look at us, the niggas that was the terrorists, get beamed up in chariots while they babies getting dashed against the stone.
Right.
While they living out the most horrific terrors known to man, and they watching you get saved.
Right.
They watching you get chosen by the Lord. They watching Yahawashi and the angels coming down to slay them, thrust them through, and you get chosen. And they get to dwell and wallow in their misery. Barakatah Yahweh Yahawashi for that.
Okay, like the brothers said, we finna get out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. If I could, let me get you to bring out Daniel chapter 8 verse 23 before we get out of here.
Right. Let me finish. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. You had some more on that priest you wanted to go with?
Did you finish all of it? So I'm gonna break it down. See, the hope of the righteous. You say the hope of the righteousness. The hope of the righteous shall be gladness. That means we have hope, right? We find these laws, statutes, and commandments, and at the end, we'll be happy we did, because we have hope that these laws, statutes, and commandments would help us be delivered from this wicked ass world that we in right now.
Right, damn right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what our hope is.
Out of the hand of our enemy.
Out of the hand of our enemy, right?
Right.
Okay, you still holding it? Or you got, you know what I'm saying? I'll read the rest of it. You say, but the expectations of the wicked shall perish. Whatever they expect to accomplish by having whatever they got the biggest kingdom, they got the most powerful kingdom, they got the most richest kingdom, they got all that. It's gonna perish. Because they are what? Because they are what?
The exact opposite.
Because they are what?
Right.
Y'all get a sister hand.
Right. And if I may to add to that point, what do Christians expect?
Right.
What do Christians expect? They expect to leave the club on Saturday from blowing all type of ride and doing all type of drugs.
That's what I get. Not Saturday, Sunday morning.
Right, damn. Right, you right. Sunday, right. About 2, 3,
3,
4.
4.
Yeah. It's it's Sunday morning.
It's Sunday morning.
But they expect the kingdom because they
expect
showed
the
up in
kingdom.
church. They showed up in church and paid some tithes to that wicked Christian pastor,
Right.
that dumb dog.
And
That's- Go ahead.
God, it's like if I may just real quick about me. Remember being a Christian. I remember saying, "Well, I went to church last month. I don't think I'm going. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna die today. You know what I mean? Go ahead, sis.
Yes, sir. They try to say, oh, well, Jesus already died for my sins, so if I just say, oh, Lord, forgive me, I'll be straight, even though I keep repeating the same sin over and over again.
Right. Because they have expectations. They expecting to make it.
Right.
They expecting to make it, but that's not what the scriptures say. And they listening to a shepherd that's dumb and blind and cannot bark.
Right.
They ain't got no help for them.
And they supposed to be watching and barking.
Right.
And they blind and can't bark.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You had some more than that?
You wanted me to read 29?
If you could go to that Daniel chapter 8.
Yeah.
This gonna be it before we get out of here.
Like it.
No.
Just one more.
No, do your thing, please.
No, after you.
Hey, no sweat. Because we're gonna look at what's happening around us right now. Because the oppressor showing brotherhood to each other. When we gonna show brotherhood to each other? Right. When we gonna realize that everything that's happening around you is biblical prophecy?
Right.
Everything that you see this kingdom divided. A nation can't divide it if they into it with each other. Paraphrasing the scriptures.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They can't. You can't be two can't walk together unless they be agreed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They not moving in unison right now.
Right.
8:23.
Yeah. And we can learn all this evil and corruptness from our oppressor. Why we can't learn that brotherhood like they got? You know what I'm saying? Let's learn that brotherhood that our oppressors got. You know what I'm saying? They enemies.
Right.
And still show brotherhood.
Right, like this priest brought out, they even got brotherhood for nations that's not there. They looking out for the Asians.
They looking out for the Asians.
They looking out for the Asians, the Arabs, the Africans.
Come on with it, Doc.
Come. This is the book of Daniel, chapter 8, verse 23. And in the latter time of their kingdom.
And in the latter times of their kingdom.
Right.
Well, right now, you see, this place is crumbling at a high rate right now.
Yeah.
You watching the coronavirus shake up the world. You watching, they running in trying to overthrow the government. If you don't think this is the latter times of their kingdom, you listening to a dumb, deaf, blind dog.
Right.
That can't bark.
Right.
When the transgressors are come to the full.
When the transgressors are come to the full. When the sinners have filled up that cup. When they filled up that cup and about ready to catch their double. Because they're going to catch the double cup.
Right.
A king of fierce countenance and understanding dark sentences shall stand up.
A king of fierce countenance and understanding of dark sentences. Hey, that boy Trump, he'll say a few words and then what he got? He got him running in now.
Hey, man. He said, hey, man, y'all get Donald Trump a hand.
Get a Lord
Don't be scared. Get Donald Trump a hand. Because this might be the white boy we've been waiting on. So like you, this might be the oppressor we've been waiting on. Just set it off, man. Set it off like little Boosie then, man. Set it off. You know what I'm saying? Set it off. You know?
Because he stood up. He's standing up. He's standing on his. He got his brothers standing on what they talking about. They standing on it.
Donald Trump is the reason why I don't like none of them. Nah, it's like, but you
keep going, now. Keep going.
Verse 24. And his power shall be mighty, but not by his power, but not by his own power.
His power shall be mighty, but not by his own power.
Right.
Anybody who?
It's like
No,
that.
go ahead. Huh? You got it.
Nah, I wasn't supposed to say that.
Who
That's cold, yeah.
who understands this? Who can break that down for me? Who can break that down? Read it again.
And his power shall be mighty, but not by his own power.
Go ahead, sis.
Salakia, sir, does that mean that the oppressor has power, but the only reason why he has it because the Most High is letting him?
Give that sister a hand. Give that sister a hand. He got some might. He got big power right now, but that power is only because the Lord gave that oppressor the power.
Right.
The Lord gave that oppressor the power to teach you a lesson. Black
Right.
man, Hispanic man, Native American man, to teach
Right.
you a lesson that
To
it's a
provoke
get
jealousy.
down or lay down situation.
Right.
You listen to what the Lord say, or you feel, or your enemies will have power over you.
Right.
And
Go
he
on. You got it.
Go ahead.
and he shall destroy wonderfully, and shall prosper, and practice, and shall destroy the mighty and the holy people.
He out here, the oppressor in this wicked kingdom, Babylon, they out here making it. They out here getting off scot. What they say that brother had, not Salaki, not that brother, that devil.
Right.
He had the
What
damn.
they brothers?
What
What
they
say
brother
had?
What they brother right, the water. They brother had a disorderly conduct, and then
He entered a restricted area.
he entered a restricted area with a little bit of disorderly conduct.
With an electronical device.
Right, with a
Instead of calling it a stun gun, they might well have said that. It was an electronical device that could have caused harm to mice or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? We got one more. You got one more scripture?
Go ahead and just
Come on,
finish
come on,
this out.
come on,
Go
go
ahead.
Verse 20.
It's like if I made them holy people. That's you, black man, Hispanic man, Native
Right.
American man. You the holy people that the Lord is letting this oppressor destroy. You the one that's with your neck under their knee.
Right.
You the one
Right.
that's getting gunned down for Skittles in your pocket.
Right.
You the one that's getting gunned down because they ask you to show ID and then they gun you down.
Right.
You the one that's getting gunned down and beaten to death because you selling loose squares in their kingdom because you ain't got no other way to make it other
Right.
than selling some cigarettes and CDs.
Yeah. You getting gunned down for playing with your toy gun, your toy gun.
Your toy gun, right.
In the park, by yourself. Nobody even around to be in danger. Ain't no danger nowhere. You know what I'm saying? It's just a touching on just a little tad more. The person that called the police on their brother told them that it could be a toy gun before they even got there. You know what I'm saying? But you
No, you got to keep going now.
Con. Verse 25. And through his policy, also he shall cause craft to prosper in his land.
In his what?
In his land.
In his what?
Salakia. In his hand.
In his hand. Through his policy, through this legislation, through all the laws that they making, they gonna prosper. They using that to prosper with their hand against you. They coming up. They destroy the damn ocean and they get a bailout.
right,
That's their policies.
right.
They prosper off that. They do wrong and they prosper. They do right and they prosper. That's because what?
Through his policy, also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand.
Through his policy, also shall he cause craft to prosper in his hand. That means he out here making the bread through deceiving you.
Right.
Through his policy that you think, well, you know, it is the law. The law is the law. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? The law is the law when you getting it, the butt end of the what is it called? The butt end of the
stick.
the end of the stick. But when they getting it, it's just they let them make it.
Right.
Let them make it. Because that's they prosper.
Give him a pass.
Give them a pass. Keep going, huh?
Con. And he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many. He shall also stand up against the prince of princes, but he shall be broken without hand.
Read that again for me, Baba Kasha.
Con. This is the book of Daniel, chapter 8, verse 25. And through his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart.
He shall, read it one more time, Salakia. And through his policy, Salakia, I got you. All right. And through his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart. Who's bigger than Donald Trump to Donald Trump when he got his supporters ready to overthrow the government? He got the people that's looking out for him ready to overthrow the government. When has that been done? Since the damn conception of this country. Since they overthrew the British in this country, when have they been ready to overthrow the government again? And that's him magnifying himself. And by peace shall destroy many. Would he come back after that say, like, I don't want nobody to get hurt? He come back with them soothsayings, them smooth words.
Right.
He come back and say, hey, look out for the law enforcement. You know I care about the law enforcement. You know what I'm saying? He come back and say that after that.
Right.
Keep going on.
Khan. And he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many.
Go ahead.
He shall also stand up against the prince of princes.
He shall also stand up against the prince of princes. Who could break that down? Anybody got any idea what that is? Go ahead, I'll give it a shot.
Yahweh, sir.
YAHANNA, get that brother a hand. They are the Antichrist. They standing up against what Christ stood for. Christ died for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. He died for you. He's going against you.
Right.
He's against Christ. He's the one building the Space Force to literally try to battle Christ.
Right.
Hey, what Nas say? Your arms too short to box with God.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He think that's how much he magnified himself. He think he could wage war against Christ. Keep going on.
But he shall be broken without hand.
But he shall be broken without hand. Who can take a shot at what that means? He shall be broken without hand. Go ahead, Al. Hey, get that brother the mic, Bubba Shot. It says, he shall be broken without hand.
It's like, if I may, sir, does that mean that we're not going to deal with it? The Most High is going to deal with that situation.
Hey, get that brother a hand. Get that brother a hand. I will accept that. We not coming out there with no guns.
Right.
We coming out there prophet. We are breaking them with our words.
Right.
We out here prophesying. We are breaking this kingdom down with the words of the Lord.
Right.
We don't have to use our hands. We don't need guns. We're breaking this kingdom down without hand.
Right. The same way Christ did. You know what I'm saying?
And it's like, if I may, that's such a heavy point. The same way that Christ did with his actions.
With his actions.
We stopped being sinners that we were with our old self. We killed the old man and became a new man, a new creature in Christ.
Right.
We don't have to do it by any type of physical altercation. We doing it by changing ourselves and obeying the Lord.
Right.
Keep going on.
Come. Verse 26. And the vision of the evening and the morning, which was told, is true. Wherefore shut thou up the vision, for it shall be for many days.
And the end of this kingdom and the beginning of our kingdom, it shall be for many days.
Right.
Well, our kingdom gonna last, and their kingdom gonna be destroyed.
Right.
And this is a vision.
Right.
This is a vision of Daniel.
Right.
We gonna rule, and they gonna be in subservience. They gonna be the servants.
Right.
They gonna be the ones. Ain't gonna be no nail shops where they making the bread. First of all, I don't even, I don't know about you, but I don't even want in the kingdom. I don't want none of my ribs even touched by heathens.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want. That's too close a contact for me.
Right.
You go talk to a heathen, the main heathen from like, I don't even know. I ain't decided we gonna have physical. You gonna see them, or you just gonna talk through like an intercom. You know what I'm saying? They don't even know how we. They don't even want to know how I look or how any of my ribs or rib look. They just gonna hear their voice or hear my voice and do what the order is. If they see me, it's gonna be right before they head get chopped off. I'm just gonna teleport in there like Goku.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And just,
Well,
and I'm just gonna look at them and I'm gonna teleport away. And they just gonna have to figure it out.
You know what I'm saying?
You had something with that, priest? Like,
Yeah, cause you know how they killed Emmett Till because they so-called whistled at a white woman.
right,
Nigga breathe too hard around one of the sisters' ass gonna get done like that.
right.
Worse. There ain't no word, but it's gonna be one. In the kingdom, the word worse. It's gonna be alive. It's gonna be
Right.
worse.
Damn right.
So like it. Well, I got one more scripture.
Hey,
We're gonna
hey,
end it
Bree.
with this scripture. Ecclesiastes 12.
Ecclesiastes?
Ecclesiastes
No sweat.
12 and verse 13. We're gonna get out of here with that.
One of my favorites.
Khan. This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. For God shall bring every work into judgment, with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil.
And with that being said, how you
And with that being said, pay your tithes to the men of the Lord.
right.
Commander General YAHANNA, you already know it's about to go down here in Houston.
Right.
The Passover finna be the first time the Passover is outside of New York.
Right.
So the Lord got something big in hand.
Hey man.
You know what I'm saying? He's revealing something.
I think it's gonna be 2 times because you know what I'm saying.
Because we missed one.
We missed one.
We missed one because
You know
of
what I'm
because the oppressor, because we couldn't have it in New York
Right.
because of the damn social distancing
Right.
and the capacity limit. So it's finna go down out here in Houston, So with that, pay your tithes to the men of the Lord. I think it's I.S.U.P.K tithes. Commander General YAHANNA uses that money to save his people. He ain't like no Creflo Dollar, no TD Snakes. He ain't like them where he trying to get a G5 jet and come up. He's trying to bring his people from the dead.
Right.
He's trying to raise the dead. He's trying to pay for sisters and brothers to not be on the street. He's trying to feed people who are hungry. That's help. If you do that, you are helping the Lord. You on the side of the Lord. You on the side of the Lord. If you don't help this body, you are against the Lord. You out there paying Creflo Dollar and these Christian pastors, you are working with the Antichrist. And with that, we're gonna pass the class over to Trooper Yabakan. Give him a hand.
Security announcements. We are the I.S.U.P.K, started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers 18 and 21 and Malachi 3 and 8 through 10. Means tenth in the Hebrew. Mayasharah. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to Treasury Department or teacher. Priest fund. Free will offering for priests. Not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations. Purim. Purim, 14th day and the 15th day of the 12th month, Thursday, February 25th, and Friday, February 26th, 2021. Esther 9 and 20 through 31. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black, boots, shirt, pants, headband, or scarf. And these are the security announcements. And we have another announcement. Brothers and sisters, Google search the school prior to departure. Salakia. Google search the school and request directions prior to departure to the school. Once arrived, click the website button. If you have pictures, you can upload them here. And these are the announcements.
And with that, Amajium, which means to stand. Sar, face the east. Abanawa.
Abanawa.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Kodash.
Kodash.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Shemka.
Shemka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Malakwaka.
Malakwaka.
Daba'ah.
Daba'ah.
Ratazaka.
Ratazaka.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Ba'arataza.
Ba'arataza.
Kawa.
Kawa.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Bashamayim.
Bashamayim.
Natalanawa.
Adalanawa.
Lakam.
Lakam.
Call.
Call.
Yawam.
Yawam.
Wasalaknawa.
Lasalaknawa.
Kamawatnawa.
Kamawatnawa.
Kasalaknawa.
Kasalaknawa.
Kamawatniyawa.
Kamawatniwa.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah.
Daba'ayinawa.
Dawa'ayinawa.
Banasaya 1.
Ma'asaya 1.
Abal.
Abal.
Hawashayinawa.
Hawashayinawa.
Mayan.
Mayan.
Rad.
Rod.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Laka.
Lakan.
Hamalakwa.
Hamalakwa.
Waha'ala.
Wahala.
Wahata Para.
Wahata Para.
La'awa Ilamium.
La'aya Lamium.
Aman.
Aman. In English. Our Father,
Our Father,
which art in heaven,
which art in heaven,
hallowed be thy name.
hallowed be thy name.
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
thy kingdom come.
thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done
Thy will be done
in earth
in earth
as it is in heaven.
as it is in heaven.
Give us this day
Give us this day
our daily bread,
our daily bread,
and forgive our debts
and forgive our debt
as we forgive our debtors.
as we forgive our debtors.
Lead us not
And lead us not
into temptation,
into temptation,
but deliver us
but deliver us
from evil.
from evil.
With thine is the kingdom,
Thine is the kingdom,
and the power,
and the power,
and the glory,
and the glory,
forever.
forever.
Amen.
So be it. Sar, face the front. Courtesy salute to the brothers, men of Israel. Martin Shabbat, Majim, Barak, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shah, Barakatah, Yazmatah, Sar. Courtesy salute to the sisters, men of Israel. Martin Shabbat, Majim, Barak, Yahweh Shema Thon by Hashem, Yahweh Shah. Yazmatah, dismiss.
Oh, the water to you, man.